What's up, everybody? This is Sports Ruben Live. This is another episode here. One of the things, the first part of the show today, what I'm going to talk about is the San Francisco 49ers, right, versus the Seattle Seahawks tonight, Monday Night Football. It's going to be a tremendous game. The question is, who's going to win, how they're going to win, and, what's the story? What is the story there? Where's the story? Is there a story? Yes, there is a story. One, that could be an NFC Championship preview game. They're both very good teams. They play solid defense. They're like ranked neck and neck about everything. In pretty much every category, right? So what's compelling about this game is how are they actually going to win this game? What is it going to take for these teams to win respectively, right? So what I'm thinking about is it's going to be from the offensive and defensive coordinators of each team respectively. And what I mean by that is that it's going to be play selection. Who is going to go out and take a chance? That's all it's going to be. It's going to be special teams, right? Special teams. Because this game is tight. The betting odds, it's a 6-point favorite. The 49ers have a 6-point. They're favored by 6 points. It's going to be way closer than that. The over-under, meaning that they are anticipating that each team is going to combine for 46 combined points. They're not going to score that many points, dude. It's going to be a chess match. It's going to be well calculated. There's not going to be a blowout. How's it going to be a blowout? According to the early records, according to what you have going on right now, is you have a game where I don't see how they're going to score 46 points. Nobody's going to blow out each other. Everybody plays defense. I did a video about Seattle, and I'll probably link it to about them being Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll being a dynamic duo in Seattle. And the 49ers have a really good team. Jimmy Garoppolo, a.k.a. Tom Brady's understudy, a.k.a. Bill Belichick's draft pick, a.k.a. thank you New England Patriots for finding this guy so we can give him all the money in the world and he can actually... When was the last time San Francisco was undefeated this far in the season? Was it Joe Montana, Steve Young era? Are we going to start comparing Garoppolo to Steve Young and Joe Montana? Don't know. It's too early, all right? I'm not a guy that into this whole thing about my legacy. He's a future Hall of Famer. Nobody's in the Hall of Fame until you're in the Hall of Fame. Ask Terrell Owens, right? Freaking had a tremendous career. He almost blackballed himself, didn't even show up to the Hall of Fame ceremony, all right? So you're not in the Hall of Fame. Nobody's a Hall of Fame level quarterback. Nobody's none of that until you actually make it, like until you're in the Hall of Fame, until they announce you, until they give you your special jacket. You're not in the Hall of Fame. That's the way it works. I don't like that when people say that. Yeah, he's a shoo-in for Hall of Famer. Relax. You're in the Hall of Fame when you make it. A lot of these pundits, a lot of these people use that word. It's a low-hanging fruit word where the low-hanging fruit word is Hall of Famer because it's easy to say and it's easy for people to say that and say, oh yeah, he's going to be great. No, dude. You play tremendously year after year after year after year. You keep your reputation intact. You play the game the way it's supposed to be played. You play, Antonio Brown, you play and you keep it together. You voice your concerns, LeBron James does an HBO show so he can do his activism. I talked about that in another video, one of these other videos. I think where I talked about it in the King's Ransom video. Anyways, the San Francisco 49ers, I think, have a slight edge, right? These guys are in the same division. They play the same opponents. There's a lot of parallels to these two teams, right? Are they going to beat each other up? And is it going to be the cheat code? So here's where it's a little bit dangerous, right? Because these teams are both good, because both these teams can theoretically beat each other on paper, statistically, rankings, all this other good stuff like that, right? Do you show all your cards in this game, or do you save it for later? Well, the simple answer is no. You try to win every single game, no matter what, at all costs, right? That's the easy answer. But sometimes these people get a little coy. Ask Bill Belichick. He does this all the time. That's where I got this thought from when I was thinking about this video, right? It's a very interesting story about the idea that maybe one of these guys is going to concede a victory so they can't show the rest of the league how to get beat, right? Or you think you know how to beat them. So when you play games that actually matter, because this game matters, but they both have a ton of wins already. You know, San Francisco can lose 2 or 3 games in the next coming 8 and still be 13-3, which almost guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So is the desperation level high enough for this game? Is it important enough for this game? It is on Monday Night Football, right? So the competitive nature that I think the coaching staff and management have says, yes, we need to win this game. We need to make a statement game. We need to show people that we are not only good, but we can beat good teams, right? That's going to be done too. I think San Francisco wins this game by either 1 point or 3 points, or they win the game last minute field goal. I don't think they're going to score 46 points combined. I think at most they're going to score 35 points. It's going to be like a 9-14 game. A 9 point, it's going to be a low scoring game because these guys neutralize each other on pretty much all levels, right? The question is, how good is Jimmy Garoppolo? How good is Richard Sherman going to be against his former team? That's a storyline, right? Does Richard Sherman know Russell Wilson well enough where he can get a pick off him? That will be an intriguing story. That'll be story worthy, right? If that's storyline, that's a really interesting storyline, right? This Bosa kid, he's on fire. Is he the determining factor? Is he the reason why they're doing so well? I don't know, right? The Carson kid, the running back from Seattle, young kid, 7th round draft pick, 249th pick, I believe it was, or 45th pick, whatever it was. Either way, still late. He's going to have a 1,000-yard season if he stays healthy. Russell Wilson only has 1 interception. He doesn't, the only difference is Russell Wilson doesn't turn over the ball, okay? That kid, that running back, I say kid, but obviously, you know, he's a very capable runner. Those are the type of players, when you look at Super Bowl teams, they have to have somebody that hasn't popped in their career yet that they can rely on heavily, right? Who do they do that with Seattle? Russell Wilson hadn't got his giant contract yet, right? Russell Wilson was part of the reason why they got that Super Bowl, right? They could have won another one, but there was mistakes there, but that's neither here nor there. But whenever you have a pivotal player on the defense or offense that is real young and hasn't got the giant contracts yet, that means you have money to spend somewhere else. So somebody that pops. So the Seattle Seahawks have that in the running back Carson. They have that, right? The 49ers have it in Bosa. They have it in other players that they've had. They have it in Garoppolo, even though they're paying him a ton of money. But he's producing. When your team's undefeated, everybody gets the kudos, right? And so anyways, I thought that was a compelling, interesting storyline. The reason why I made a video specifically about this game is because it was probably the most intriguing game of this whole week. Although there was some upsets this week that just happened, week 10. To me, this is the most compelling game because of the fact that it could be an NFC championship game preview, right? Who has home field advantage? Is it important? Can these teams win at home or away? They're going to play each other, and we're going to see how that. So there might be 3 games this year these guys play against each other. So I like that story. I like that. Now there's familiarity with them, right? So they're in the same division. They're both good. The Rams lost. They're bringing up the back. You know, it's all up for grabs. Very interesting storyline there. I like that. If you like this video, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I put it at the end because it's like you really don't want to hear that. Everybody knows, you know, the expectation is to tell you to like and subscribe. Subscribe now, like now, follow me, join me, give me likes. They're going to take those likes away on Instagram anyway, so who cares about all that? But anyways, thanks for watching. If you watched this far, it's a 9-minute video, probably going to be 10. Thanks for watching. Bye.